Hi class! So today we're going to be going over a presentation I made on nutrition. It's going to talk about nutrients, the 5 food groups, and some serving sizes for foods within our 5 food groups. And then at the end I'm going to show you guys a couple of examples for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, how some plates might look. So starting off, the 5 food groups consist of fruits, vegetables, grains, protein, and dairy. And these individual groups consist of foods that are nutrient rich and are required to keep our bodies healthy. So what do nutrients do? Well, starting off, there are 6 major nutrients: carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water. Nutrients are compounds in foods that are essential to life and health. They provide us with energy, the building blocks for repair and growth, such as whenever we get hurt, we need lots of nutrients to help us get better. And so they are also substances necessary to regulate chemical processes. So why should we eat fruits? Well, fruits contain nutrients that keep us healthy, such as potassium, fiber, vitamin C, and folic acid. They prevent diseases as well, such as heart disease and cancer. So how much fruit should you guys be eating? Well, for you all, children ages 4 to 8 should eat 1 to 1.5 cups per day, and both girls and boys aged 9 to 13 should eat 1.5 per day. Now, I can't scroll down on this, but we have a few examples of some serving sizes for you guys, and you guys can come back to the slides later and you can scroll through them. So here's a few examples. A serving size of applesauce could be 1 cup. A banana could be 1 cup or 1 large banana. 1 cup of cantaloupe, 1 cup of grapes, whole or cut, 32, and 1 medium grapefruit. So you guys can come back and look at the rest of the examples later. So here's some tips for incorporating fruit in your diet that you might not have thought of. You could have a banana or apple along with your breakfast. You could add any kind of chopped fruit to your cereal, oatmeal, and yogurt. You could make a fresh fruit smoothie. You could make a fresh fruit popsicle. And you could even have dried or roasted fruit as a snack. So, why should we eat vegetables? I know whenever you guys think of vegetables, they probably sound kind of icky, but they really do have a lot of nutrients in it that our bodies need. So vegetables contain nutrients that keep us healthy, such as potassium, fiber, folic acid, vitamin A, and vitamin C. And these reduce risk for some chronic diseases, such as heart disease, cancer, eye problems, and even digestive problems. So how much veggies should you guys be eating? Well, children ages 4 to 8 should eat 1.5 cups per day. Girls ages 9 to 13 should eat 2 cups. And boys aged 9 to 13 should eat 2.5 cups. So just like the fruits, you guys can come back through here and look at more examples, but there are a lot. So a serving size of broccoli would be 1 cup chopped, or 1 cup chopped or as florets, 3 spears raw or cooked, collard greens, turnip greens, all these kind of greens, 1 cup cooked, 1 cup of cooked spinach or 2 cups raw. And then we have raw leafy greens such as spinach, romaine lettuce, all those, 2 cups raw. So you guys come back and look at the rest. So here's some tips for incorporating veggies in your diet. Since I know you guys don't really like them, I tried to come up with some really cool examples that you might want to try out. So you could eat a veggie-based soup like broccoli cheese soup. You could snack on some raw veggies such as carrots, broccoli, and cucumber. I like to do that with a little bit of ranch or maybe some hummus. You could try making veggie noodles. They have this thing called a zoodler, and it makes some really good veggie noodles. You could add veggies to your smoothies. Like I like to add some spinach to like a strawberry smoothie. It's pretty good. You could blend veggies into sauces for pasta. So like when you're making spaghetti, you could saute up some veggies and mix that into your pasta sauce. You could try adding some veggies to your scrambled eggs or your omelet. I like to put squash and zucchini and onions in mine. You could try switching your pizza crust for a cauliflower crust. And you could try a veggie burger instead of a meat burger. So why should we eat grains? Grains contain important nutrients, including complex carbs, fiber, B vitamins, which are thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, and folic acid, and minerals, which are iron, magnesium, and selenium. They also reduce risk of some chronic diseases, such as heart disease, stroke, cardiovascular disease, and cancers. So how much grain should you guys be eating? Well, children 4 to 8 should be eating 5 ounces per day. Girls 9 to 13 should be eating 5 ounces. And boys 9 to 13 should be eating 6 ounces. So just like before on these, you come back and look at all of the examples. I'm just going to list a few for you guys. So a serving size of a bagel would be a 1-inch mini bagel. One large bagel equals 4 ounces for a big one. Biscuits, you could have one small. It counts as 1 ounce. These counts as 1 ounce equivalents. And one large biscuit is about 2 ounces. Breads, such as sliced breads for your sandwiches, whether wheat or white. 1 regular slice, 1 small slice. 2 regular slices equals 2 ounces. So if you were to eat a sandwich, you're having 2 ounces. And you guys can come back and read the rest. So here's some tips for incorporating grains into your diet. So we want to try to eat whole grains over processed and refined grains. So like white bread, white flour, and white pasta. We want to try to stay away from those because they're not as healthy. And there are whole grain options for pasta, bread, and rice, which taste just as good to me. You can try replacing recipes that call for white flour with a portion of a whole grain flour, such as oat flour. And you can make oat flour at home. If you don't have any, can't find any, you can make it at home by putting some oats in your blender and grinding it up until they have a flour consistency. Popcorn, surprisingly, is a whole grain snack. It's a great snack for you guys to have. You could also try some new grains that you might not have had before, such as quinoa. I like to eat quinoa with some fish and some broccoli, and millet and rye. So, why should we eat proteins now? This group supplies many nutrients that keep your body healthy, such as protein, vitamin B, which is niacin, thiamine, riboflavin, and B6, vitamin E, iron, zinc, and magnesium. So how much protein should we be eating? Probably not as much as you guys thought, because it wasn't as much as what I thought. So children ages 4 to 8 should eat 4 ounces a day, and both girls and boys age 9 to 13 should be eating 5 ounces per day. So here's some of our portion meats, such as, I guess just like, here it says beef, pork, and ham. 1 ounce cooked is a common portion in ounce equivalents. So a small steak, for example, is 3.5 to 4 ounces, and a small hamburger is 2 to 3 ounces. And we have poultry, 1 ounce cooked chicken or turkey without skin. That's our 1 ounce. And then 1 small chicken breast equals 3 ounces. Half a Cornish game hen equals 4 ounces. And we have seafood, 1 ounce cooked. So, for example, 1 can of tuna is 3 to 4 ounces. A salmon steak is 4 to 6 ounces. And a small trout is 3 ounces. So here's some tips for incorporating proteins into your diet. So try the many ways there are to cook eggs. There are so many. You can try scrambled, boiled, as an omelet, poached. There's even more. Look them up and try them all. If you don't like scrambled or fried or poached, there might be some way that you like them. Try out all the different types of fish there are. There's lots of fish and seafood, and you might not like one, but you might like the other. And beans, legumes, nuts, soy products, and seeds are non-meat options that contain protein. I bet you guys thought that was a surprise. So why should we be eating dairy? Dairy helps build and maintain strong, healthy bones, which is very important. This group provides nutrients that keep our body healthy, including calcium, phosphorus, vitamin A, vitamin D, riboflavin, vitamin B12, protein, potassium, zinc, choline, magnesium, and selenium. So how much dairy should you guys be eating? Children ages 4 to 8 should be eating / drinking 2.5 cups daily, and both girls and boys age 9 to 13 should be eating / drinking 3 cups daily. So here's some equivalents. You guys come back and look at the rest of the chart. Milk, 1 cup of milk, 1 half pint container of milk, a half cup of evaporated milk are common portions and cup equivalents. And yogurt, 1 cup of yogurt equals 8 fluid ounces. 1 small container, so like when you guys get a multi-pack, like I get them in like 6 packs. 1 small container equals 6 ounces, or 3/4 of a cup equivalently. 1.5 ounces of hard cheeses, such as cheddar, mozzarella, Swiss, and Parmesan. 1 slice of hard cheese is a half cup equivalent. So you guys come back and look at the rest. So here's some tips for incorporating dairy into your diet. So you can try adding cheese to your meals or have a cheese stick for a snack. You could try out the many different flavors of yogurt. There's so many different flavors of yogurt. You guys should go and try them all out, see which one's your favorite. You can try cottage cheese. I know some of you guys might look at it and think it's kind of weird looking, but it's actually pretty good. I like to eat mine with some salt and pepper on it. I also like to eat it with slices of tomato and some tuna salad. That's pretty good. You could have some cream cheese on a whole grain bagel. That's a really good breakfast. Start your day out right. And you could have a glass of milk with your breakfast, or even in some cereal. So here's my examples, you guys. So keeping in mind that we're going off of the My Plate, and we're trying to keep half of our plates full of fruits and vegetables. So this one here, we got our whole grains, some oatmeal, and we got some protein in our eggs, and we have our half of a plate of fruits. Doesn't look like we have any veggies in that one, but fruits. And then over here, we got, looks like a muffin for our whole grain and some seeds for our protein. We got some avocado for our vegetables portion and some blueberries and strawberries for our fruit. Here's a healthy lunch example. We have, it looks like a whole grain roll and some chicken with some cooked spinach and some cherries. That looks good. And over here we have a small salad with some strawberries, blackberries, and blueberries as our fruit portion. This looks like some beans for our protein and some whole grain chips. And for our healthy dinner example, we have over here, it looks like we have a salad with some shrimp as our meat, our protein, and we have some avocado, and we have some cucumber for our vegetables, and we have strawberries and raspberries for our fruits. Some of you might not like to have some fruits with your dinner, so you could always have 2 portions of vegetables. And over here, we have some tacos, which has some lettuce on it for our veggies, and we have some type of meat for our protein, and we got some cheese for some milk. So I hope you guys enjoyed this presentation, and I look forward to doing our assignments over it.